Everybody, welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and you are in the world famous Sipping Den. Yeah. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol, and I do a famous Sunday morning coffee review. How are you going to find all that stuff? How are you going to find some random video on who knows what? Well, I made that easy for you. I have worked extremely hard keeping the most up-to-date, extensive, yet easily navigated playlist on YouTube. I have categorized and subcategorized everything I do to make it easy, and I mean extremely easy for you to find. It's almost too wondrous to get into here other than what I just said. All I can say is I challenge you to go to my playlist, start browsing through it, and see just how amazing that playlist really is. Every video I do, the first comment's always pinned because I always have a link to the playlist that pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, bourbon. And what an interesting thing I'm doing tonight. Now, don't forget the sub, right? Interact with the channel, right? It's good for the analytics. It keeps me highly motivated and truly dedicated. All right, so I did a review on Castle & Keys bourbon, right? I got the first batch they ever did. I reviewed the second, the fourth, and the fifth is what they're on now. The third was a distillery only, and I didn't get a hold of that one, but I did do all the rest of them. They also recently came out with a wheated batch 1 and batch 2. About the same time they came out with them. They were a little different. The proof's just a little different and stuff like that. I did a review on their wheated bourbon. Now what I'm going to do, and all those reviews are available for you to watch, right? The bourbon, the rye-based bourbon, and the wheated bourbon. Now I'm going to make a 4-grain. I am going to mix the rye bourbon with the wheated bourbon. And speaking of rye, I also did the rye as well. Okay, that's on a different video as well. It's under the rye playlist. So let's go ahead and make a 4-grain. This is the rye bourbon. This is the wheated bourbon. They are both 73% corn and 17% malted barley. The wheat one has 10% wheat, and the rye one has 10% rye. The rye one is 5 years old, or 4 years old. The wheated one's 5. I'm not going to get into each individual one because I've already done those reviews. Now what I want to do is I want to mix them, and I want to make a 4-grain. I just reviewed these two. I did a side-by-side. That's another video I did. So fresh in my mind. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I want to put the exact amount in each one to make this a 50-50 comparison. It's exciting. This is how this is fun. Isn't this fun? To make a 4-grain. I'm doing it first. Alright, there it is. Mix them together. Exactly the same amount in each one. Alright. And now we will do the world famous, the one and only, the first. The first! Check the date on this. First 4-grain experimental. Oh, yeah. I got it all on this baby. It's the bakery shop right here. Proofs are almost identical. It's a beautiful thing. I'm getting wood. I'm getting cereal. I'm getting honey. I'm getting sugar. I'm getting some kind of a nut. Let's get an acclimation sip and get this down. I'm going to say this. The rye one is 49.5% ABV. All right, it's 99 proof. The wheated one is 49%, 98 proof. And of course, I've had them both. One of them was 100, one of the expressions of the rye. That being said, this combining them has made it hotter, a lot alcohol, a lot more present than either one of them by themselves. But now I'm acclimated. Real, somehow the nuttiness, the woodiness has come through. The sweetness, the fruitiness has subsided. Right off the bat, the strongest mocha / chocolate taste I've had to date. Stronger than neither one of them. Chocolate comes out. Chocolate cherry. Very interesting. Chocolate cherry is number one. Chocolate and chocolate cherry. There's a cereal component to this. There is a as odd as it sounds, there's a kind of a peach flavor coming through. Definitely hot, very alcohol. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. I'm getting the tannin from the wood. Things have been, it's weird the way this has. There's a nice vanilla now that I'm getting as I further acclimate. Very interesting. And the cool thing is, I'm the first one in the world to do it. I've beat the distillery to it. Oh, how cool is that? That's why this channel is so great, right? It's just one of many reasons. So, there it is. I'll say this. I like the wheat better than the combination. But it is interesting. And what's really interesting is to be able to taste them both and then be able to combine them. That is a cool experiment. All right, like I said, I've done the individual reviews. I've also done the rye, and now I've done the 4-grain. Check out the playlist. You can see all these reviews and many, many more, and I will see you all on the next one.